We are always making fun of Shift Up and complaining about resource acquisition, but turns out we're actually getting a great fucking update. I can't believe what I'm about to say. I'm about to talk positively only during a whole video in NIKKE. I might talk some shit, but you know what I mean. Let's go a little bit about the developers now. Quick video as a TLDR, right? I'm not gonna be here 30 minutes for 3 things. But let's go over the developers now. As usual, hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, developers note for March 2025. Probably my favorite developers note so far. Actually good developers note, I must say as well. So I'm gonna come here. This is not gonna be big enough, sadly, because their website kind of sucks a little bit. Okay, I'll just read it from here. So let's go pick by pick. Okay, the first thing is the most important one. I'm gonna skip the intro. I don't care about the intro. This is huge. Okay, sharing the status of currency acquisition review. Now, something I dislike is not being honest. It's like, we've recently received numerous reports that you guys don't get enough character development materials. This is not recent, but I will take it, okay? So they are gonna be taking this opportunity to comprehensively review the overall currency acquisition structure. Currently, we are conducting evaluations and implementing adjustments across various acquisition sources and content, starting with Simulation Room and Overclock, which is gonna be giving us more skill books, which is huge. Right now, you can't invest in characters. Like literally, you cannot invest in characters. And they know this because they have been increasing the amount of characters they release while we get the same amount of books. So this is great. This is pretty good. And this is going to be coming in mid-April. So we don't have to wait a lot for that. That is the first huge thing that I love. The second thing, as you can see, is that they're also going to be increasing how many materials for treasures and for those you get in solo raid. That is also pretty good, because as of right now, maintenance kits are worse than skill books. Like way worse. You cannot invest in those. You either save for the treasures they release every 6 months, or you are saving for specific characters that are meta, right? You don't have a lot of options when it comes to be building them because the amount you get, which is pretty nice. We're getting more materials in both solo raid and also in the Hall of Fame, whatever it's gonna be called, that is coming up afterwards. Hopefully the Hall of Fame is something everyone can participate and is not tailored towards only the wells, just like Championship Arena, but we'll see. They also plan of expanding the acquisition of gear. I don't know how much gear we need. I'm gonna be honest, I think with the gear, I personally have no issues, but I guess it's a lot of RNG when it comes to that. To me, I haven't had to farm anything but Kraken. I think I haven't even done the other bosses yet more than 2 times, guys. But again, a lot of RNG here, so I'm not gonna be complaining for more stuff and more gear. It's always nice. If they were to release an attacker pilgrim, for example, I don't have a full set ready for it. And then they go to say, when addressing currency acquisition issues, we are particularly mindful of the diverse content preferences among commanders. Given the wide array of content in NIKKE, it's understandable that engaging with all of them can be challenging. Okay, fair enough. I will love it. We get something to be also farmable over time. The really small percentage of people who want to play more the game, I'm in that percentage, but it is what it is. I know that's like really hard to get, considering most gachas want you to play like 10 minutes a day, but it is what it is. They finish on saying, for instance, we plan to increase opportunities to obtain favorite items, collection items, and skill development materials through UI events and weekly missions. Additionally, upcoming new content, especially the surface content currently in development, will also provide avenues to acquire these currencies. Please make Surface 1.0 farmable. Make it so it's a game mode we can farm if you want to, and you are compensated for doing so. It would be nice, but it is what it is. Now, these improvements will start rolling in April. That is pretty good. Now, I'm gonna be skipping a little bit this one regarding the rerun of past costumes because I don't care enough. The TLDR is that the next skin they are rerunning is the Sunflower Dress for Litter, not this one. And that the skins will take some time from when they are released on a mission pass and then go into this store to respect the commanders who bought it at the first time. The only thing I dislike about this system, and I said it already, is that these skins are not worth $20. It's really hard justifying paying $20 for the Drake skin, the Maid Drake, if you're not getting the vouchers and all the resources, right? Because these skins, even for example Biscuit, I'm gonna be honest, this is not worth $20. It's barely a little bit more than a recolor. There is no effort into these skins. You might disagree with this and it's completely fine, that's how I see it, but I don't care about this, the rerun for costumes. I think they are not that good, so to me, don't care. The other thing, I'm not gonna be getting too into it, is Championship Arena, since they are just explaining how it's going to be working, and as you all know, I just don't care, okay? But the first season is gonna be starting on April 10. If you like that, then go for it. I personally don't care too much. Now, something they mentioned that I do like, however, is additionally we've received a lot of feedback expressing concerns that the cheating feature in the Champion Arena requires costing credits, discouraging players from participating. No, we complain that it is dog shit to earn credits if you are cheating. If you change this from credits to something else, we would be happy. But we'll see what they do, okay? When we get the game mode, I'll talk, because I cannot say anything until we actually see these changes. Now, the last thing that they mentioned, and is actually huge, depending how you see it, is campaign and union raid content convenience update announcement. So there is two things here. First of all, there is the quick battle function for the normal campaign. Pretty good, right? No one can complain about that. You can also see how many lost relics you have collected on each chapter when you are looking at the chapter list. And the last one that, again, depending how you see it, might be good, might be bad, is changes to Union Raid. Because now, if you pause here, again, TLDR, it looks like you don't have to wait until the first boss is dead to attack the 5th boss. All 5 bosses will be opened at the same time, and when they are all dead, you will be able to go to level 2. Now, this sounds good, since sometimes you will have to wait until, you know, the first boss is dead in order to attack one when you have a good elemental team. The problem with this, however, is that it's making it more of a rat race than it was already, because now people will be coordinating who's attacking each boss on each round at the same time, and it's only going to be becoming a bigger rat race than it already was. But again, that's for people who care about the raids and actually getting a good rank, right? This is coming in May, so you have 2 months to prepare. So if you care about the raids, that is something big to actually be concerned about. That said, I am happy. I cannot complain, okay? Because if we are getting more materials to build the characters, that is huge. There is so many characters I've never got to build. Because why would I? I don't have resources. Since Rosanna came out, I couldn't be able to build her because we didn't get enough resources. Since the maids came out, there is so many good units that I could not focus on them as much as I would love to build them. They should be my next focus, but you know what I mean, right? There is so many good units that I never got to build or to overload or to even focus on their skills. That's because the amount of resources we get, right? Look at this 484. It's just not enough. So, that said, really happy with these developer notes. Do let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm gonna be going now to shave my head, right? I'm not bald, I am shaving, big difference. So as usual, love you all bossos. Good luck with your pool dinner rates. I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。